Hi guys, it's Sharon from Lovely Luxe, and I purchased some products that have been out for a little while, but I have had a couple of people question me about how they're intended to be used. Now I have the Custom Infusion and the Custom Enhancer drops, and so these are two different products. There is a third product that they brought out which increases the pigmentation of a product, or you can mix it in with your moisturizer and things like that. If you're interested in me purchasing those and show you the different ways to use those, I can do that in a separate video. But today I just wanted to focus on the Infusion and the enhancement drops. Now the Infusion drop that I bought is the Vitamin A and Jasmine, which is for anti-aging. I'm getting to that stage now where my skincare is of great concern to me. I'm obviously, who doesn't want to look more youthful for longer? So it comes in a purple and white unicart, and there are different color boxes depending on which one you purchase. The product comes in this frosted glass dropper. This is a very luxe heavy duty item. It definitely has that luxe feel to it. It definitely comes across more like skincare than it does cosmetics. And this retails for $48 Australian at Sephora. I will be linking this product down below. There are 3 different types that you can get. So as I said, I have the Vitamin A and Jasmine, which is for anti-aging. There is the Vitamin E and Chamomile for calming. There is the Vitamin C and Lemongrass for radiance. And there is Vitamin F and Neroli for hydration. Reading the directions from the box, it says, to customize your treatment, add desired amount of drops to any beauty product, mix well and apply as normal. Avoid the eye area. Limit use to once every 2 to 3 days and slowly increase usage as tolerated. Wear sunscreen with a high level of protection daily. And this product should last 12 months after you first open it. So as I said, it comes in this dropper. You can definitely smell the jasmine. So I might do a little bit of a swatch. And I only just put 1 drop, and it does sort of smell and feel very much like an oil. It is essential oils in this as well, and it's sort of really absorbed in with the Custom Enhancer drops. These come in a very metallic reflective unicart. This is it's a gorgeous packaging, that's for sure, and I'm a sucker for packaging. I'm not afraid to admit it. So it still comes in a dropper. The packaging is a little different. It is in glass tubing, but it has this sort of foil sticker on it, and it says the shade. It's got a dropper. So this is very skincare looking, whereas this is a little bit more cosmetics looking. The Custom Enhancer drops retail for $42. They come in 7 different shades. The one that I have is Celestial. They most recently brought out Halo, which is the holographic one, and I'm definitely keen to get my hands on that and give that one a go. Just because I'm really feeling the holo these days. I definitely am a holosexual. Everybody can thank Christine from Simply Analogical Flat. She really brought awareness about holosexuals. They definitely deserve their place in the world, so I'm glad that we have somebody as amazing as Christine to represent that, you know, minority of people in the world. There's also the shades Moonlight, Blossoms, Rose Gold, Sunkissed, and Sunlight, and the idea is that you buy the different enhancers to suit your skin tone. So the Celestial is the lightest one apart from the Halo, which is the holographic. So I felt like, being that I'm quite fair, that Celestial would suit me the best. It is a very, very beautiful color. So reading the directions that are on the box, to customize your finish, shake well and add desired amount of drops to any product, mix well and apply. I'm just gonna add a drop. Just a very small amount, because this product looks incredibly pigmented. So I could probably add a little bit more. So I'm just going to add 2 drops. This product looks incredibly pigmented. Oh wow, that's gorgeous. Let me just blend it in a little better. Look at that, that's gorgeous. So I feel like really you could wear with the Celestial underneath your makeup, in your foundation, and probably on top as a highlight. You see how this would allow radiance on the skin. That's just gorgeous. So today I'm going to be mixing my Cover FX Enhancer drops in with my Too Faced Born This Way foundation. This is in the shade Pearl, and I'll be applying that with my Spectrum Unicorn sponge. So I'm just going to squirt some onto my hand. So normally when I apply my Born This Way foundation for tutorials, I'll apply it in 2 layers, a light layer and then a second layer on top. So I think the way I'm going to do this is I'll apply the first layer with the Jasmine and Vitamin A, the anti-aging infusion drops, and then I'll do my second layer adding the Cover FX Celestial Custom Enhancer drop. I'm just going to probably put 2, maybe 3 drops. Just got a little brush that I'm just sort of going to mix it in with it, just so I don't spread it too far on my hand. Now I'm just going to take my beauty sponge and blot it in there and then start applying to my face. Now I've already done my Maybelline Meg Lube Elixir. I have already primed and put a pore filler in. For my primer, I applied Too Faced Hangover RX primer and then used a Tarte Clean Slate Poreless Pore Filler Primer. This is applying on really nicely. It's feeling very hydrating. I feel like this is probably something I would have to use for like long-term use to see the real benefits of anti-aging. It definitely smells really good. And the reason why I use 2 different primers, I normally would anyway, to use a pore filler over the top of primer. I just wanted a little bit more of a calming effect for my skin today. Plus I always like to see how products behave over the top of different kinds of products, water-based versus silicone-based products, because it's very important that a product that you're trying should fit into your routine. You shouldn't have to manipulate your routine to fit a product, and that's a really important factor to me as far as testing out products. Just having a look in my mirror over here, I don't feel like it has affected the performance of my foundation. I feel like it has actually gone on a lot nicer. It definitely, as always with my Born This Way foundation, requires a second layer. That's to be expected, but it's definitely, I feel like it has made the foundation go on very nicely. Not saying that it doesn't without it, but it hasn't decreased the effectiveness of the product, that's for sure. Given the title, I'm assuming it's meant to make products work better. So I'm just going to pump some more foundation on my hand, probably a little bit less this time. I'm going to take my little dropper and I'm probably going to drop maybe 2 drops in there, mix that in and see how it goes. Actually, bugger it, I'm going to go in with probably a 3rd or 4th drop. I'm going to use my little brush to mix that in together. It's definitely making it more runny, that's for sure. It definitely has made it less of a thicker foundation. So that's what it's looking like. It does look slightly like a luminous reflective. Definitely more liquidy, that's for sure. So I'm just going to take some of this on my sponge and just go in with the second layer. It definitely looks more luminous. It definitely looks glowy, which is definitely not a bad thing, especially when you're trying to live that unicorn mermaid life. So I am pretty keen to see how the holographic one goes. I feel like it has made my foundation look a little more yellow than I'm used to it looking. I'm not really sure what the reason that is. Like, I don't feel like it would be making it oxidize. I mean, possibly it could with the vitamins that are included in it. I don't know, that doesn't make sense to me. I mean, the Celestial Custom Enhancer drop is pink based. It does look really pretty on my skin though, really pretty. So I've done the second layer with the enhancement drop Celestial, and as you've seen, I did the first layer with the infusion drop, the vitamin A with Jasmine, which was the anti-aging one. Originally I thought maybe it was casting a little more yellow than I thought, and To a small degree that may be the case, but I actually do feel like I forgot that I don't have a tan at the moment and I'm quite fair. So that's just the comparison of the yellow undertone of the foundation comparing against my very pale skin. So I'll definitely be like bronzing myself up a little once I finish doing the rest of my foundation, just so you guys can see that yes, it's just my pale white ass that's making the foundation look more yellow. I do feel like there's definitely a luminosity with my skin. I don't feel like it's making, like, I know I've got this situation going on. I don't feel like it's making the texture of my skin stand out any more than it normally would. In fact, I think my skin looks quite beautiful with this enhancer drops. Obviously, as far as the infusion drops, that's something I'm going to have to see over long term if I feel like it actually is having any effect on anti-aging. So I'll just go ahead and do the rest of my routine and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I'm back with my full face of makeup. You would have seen that I also used the Celestial Enhancer Drop to use as a base for my highlight. I feel like it really gave it something for my highlight to cling to. I feel like these are definitely versatile drops. I do feel like my foundation is slightly more luminous. It definitely doesn't look like it's showing up any extra texture than I feel like I would normally see on my skin. Obviously any texture that you can see at the moment is due to the highlight. Even with the Celestial Custom Enhancer Drops as like a base for the highlight, I don't feel like it brought up any extra texture than would normally be visible on my skin. It definitely isn't less, that's for sure. Definitely when it was put in the foundation, it wasn't creating any more texture that way. It definitely isn't casting as yellow as I thought it was. As I suggested, it's just that I'm quite fair at the moment. I did bronze up my chest a little. Due to my lighting, it does probably come off a little yellower than it does in real life. As far as the infusion drops, I really just don't know if that's making any difference whatsoever. Without long-term use, I feel like any sort of, you know, skincare product or introduction into your regime, you really need to be using it for about 28 days, so that's 4 weeks before you start seeing results. So I definitely will be doing like a follow-up video to this. I will try and see if I can use it every day. Just depends whether I'm using liquid foundation every day, and I can see if it affects my skin in any other way. Otherwise, I could consider looking into putting the infusion drops into something like my primer, or even I've heard of some people using it before they go to bed at night as part of their night care regime, and that's definitely something I can look into as well. Given all that, I feel like I definitely will be doing a follow-up video on this, and I may also collate that with the custom cover drops. So that's pretty much it, you guys. Obviously you can see I have a full face of makeup. I did just film a video on this look. If you would like to see that, it's either going to be the video preceding this or the video that's coming out after this one. Given that is the case, once that video comes available, I will link it down below. If you would like to get to know me a little better, don't forget you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram and Snapchat. They are all Love Lady Luxe. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can be notified anytime I publish a video. This was Sharon from Love Lady Luxe, and I will see you next time. Mwah. Bye guys.